Hello there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to GF Talks, episode 130. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep, joined by my co-host, Anonymous Phil. Sorry, not Anonymous Phil. Sorry, it is Officer Phil. Or Phil Officer Phil. How did you say it?
How did I say it? Phil the officer? I don't know.
Phil the officer. Something like that.
Phil the officer?
Anyways, let's roll the intro here.
I don't know. I thought it was good.
I mean, it is clever. Don't get me wrong. So, but we just forgot what it was.
You did. I recalled.
Oh, what was it then?
I just told you, Phil the officer.
Oh, sorry. I think the intro was running. I didn't. It's just so much more work to share it than it is just play it and call it good. Many things to talk about this week. Many things.
Oh, yeah?
First things first is apparently YouTube likes that we talk about HOAs.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's now the most popular podcast video we have ever made. Popular than is poop and onomatopoeia.
An onomatopoeia.
That video has like 201. This thing has 235. That video's been working on 201 views for like years. This thing did this in like a few days.
Oh, yeah?
It's now stalled, but what the heck? So I guess we'll talk about HOAs a little bit, and then there's a few other things. I wanted to, so I saw a video today that one of my coworkers showed me. This guy bought this house, or he built this house. I'm not quite sure. I think he bought the house in this HOA.
He bought a built house. A modular home.
He bought a house in the HOA. It was already built. And he gets a letter from the HOA saying he owes them $1.2 million. Because there is a cat door in his garage door that's been there since the house was built.
Because there was a what?
A cat door. You know, little flap.
A cat door?
For a cat in his garage door. So, like, the big overhanging garage door. And they didn't like that. Yeah. And so they charged him, like, $17 a day. So it was literally installed the day it was built. So, when the house was built, it was installed. So from the time it was then, he owed them $17. And, well, the last guy didn't do it. Didn't pay them, I guess, or I don't know how it worked. So now this guy, the HOA, is like, nope, you owe us $1.2 million.
Oh.
Like, what the...
Does he have grounds to sue?
He is suing.
He is suing.
Because it's like, what a stupid rule.
Well, I don't care about the rule. I care about the fact that he has to pay for someone else's mistake.
Well, they also bitched about his lawn. I mean, his lawn isn't great, but he said, we're in San Antonio. The lawn is, we're in a drought. This is the best I can do. Honestly, he could do better, but just get rid of the damn lawn. That's my thing. If you can't...
Yeah, just got it. Just have a dirt patch.
Well, gravel. That's a thing they do down in Arizona instead of having lawns to conserve water. And then...
just a dirt patch.
What?
Just a dirt patch. Just a muddy pile. So that way when it does rain, it's just a freaking just mud pit.
True.
And then
the HOA bitched that he had this pipe that, like, I don't know what it was for.
Lots of houses have pipes.
Huh?
Lots of houses have pipes.
Well, it was like this PVC corner pipe that was sticking out of the overhang of his roof. It wasn't connected to anything on the outside. I'm not sure. Maybe connected to his furnace, but, like, you're in Texas, so there wouldn't be a furnace. So I'm not sure what it's for or why it's there, but they don't like it. And he doesn't think that he's in violation of any of the rules. And so, yeah, he's going to sue.
Mm.
But I'm like,
Or just move out. Just leave.
he just bought the house. He like bought the house, and they're making him.
Did he not know about it? Well, see, the thing is, right? You're going to have those people at your door till the day you leave. You know, if they're like this on day one with you signing signing the contract, the deed or whatever, or what I don't know what they call it for a house. I was about to say lease, but it's not a lease.
Well, I think what happened was he bought the house. He read the HOA rules, looked at the house, and thought, okay, yeah, I'm not in violation of any of the rules. And then now he's been living there for a few years, and they're just like, yeah, nope, we don't like you.
We don't like you.
So you owe us $1.2 million?
Where's this at? Oh, yeah, you said San Antonio.
Mm-hmm. So I saw somebody left a comment on the HOA video. They're like, well, I don't remember what they said. Let's go. I'll go take a look.
Let's read the comment.
We don't usually get comments, but when your video does very well, you get comments on it for once. We also have 7 subscribers now, so it's very, very exciting.
7?
7. Oh.
7 whole.
Yeah, we went from 3 to 7. All right. Doug Barrett. Here's his response. Oh, he actually responded to me. I didn't see that because YouTube doesn't send me notifications. Okay. I get a kick out of the idiots who complain about HOAs but refuse to get involved with them. It is an association. Members can and should vote. So if you don't get involved and if you don't like what the HOA is doing, go look in the mirror. The culprit is looking back at you. Get involved. It is more effective than just complaining. Contact your neighbors. Get them involved. A trip through a number of subdivisions where some are HOA and some are not will show you what one will show why you want one. All right, and then I said, "Lil bruh, I don't even own a home." However, you're absolutely right. If you want to fix an HOA, gotta do it from the inside. As I said in the video, a coup is a must. And then he left a big comment. Another big paragraph. I didn't get to read it. Since this had developed into a conversation, I will make another comment. A local zoning laws do good enough job of keeping neighborhoods on an even keel. Then HOAs are not necessary in these places. HOAs are a scourge. However, where I live now, zoning is basically non-existent. There is a road we jokingly refer to as the Divergence Highway, where there are mansions right next door to trailer houses. Here is the necessary for developers to incorporate an HOA to make sure property values are retained. HOAs vary, and one shows acceptance. HOA acceptable HOA just as much as one shops for a house like they like. True, that's one thing. If you're gonna move into a neighborhood, you gotta look at what the HOA said. I served on our board for 3 years and was president for one. Several members and I were able to out some Karens from the board. Yeah. To keep assessments low and were reasonable on what we allowed and did not allow. Yeah, I gotta switch over to the actual TGIF talks thing so I can interact with this comment. That's great. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Pick out the Karens.
Oh, that's not what you want. All right, we're gonna leave a comment. Yes.
No Karens allowed.
Absolutely.
No.
Get them Karens out of there. I see your point about shopping. Around for HOAs and houses. Anyone should do that. Reply. Anyways, so yeah. I did see the comment, but I'm not getting these notifications. I don't know why. Not my issue. Point is, yeah. So, yes. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious how this guy got to the situation where he owes them $1.2 million and didn't, like, when he moved in, like, tell them, like, hey, this isn't... Who knows? Because, like, the thing was built in the 80s. So you can think, for 30 years...
Do you have a calculator handy?
Yeah, I got my phone.
Take 1.2 million divided by 17. And then divide that answer by 365.
So it must have been more than $17 a day. Because that's 193,000 years.
Yeah.
I think it must have been
that number seemed big. Number seemed way too big.
It must have been like $170 or something stupid.
Well, unless it was $17 a day, but the 1.2 million includes everything that he has to fix or something. I
don't know. They'd be charging like hundreds of thousands of dollars just because his lawn looks like shit.
What?
They'd have to charge like $100,000 just because his lawn looks like shit.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying, you know, what if the 1.2 million is total of everything? I don't know.
I don't think they charge $100,000 just because his lawn looks like shit. That is definitely an overarching power. But the guy makes a point. Zoning should take care of it. But like, sometimes zoning doesn't. I feel like zoning here in Lincoln I feel like it's really strong. But maybe not. I don't know. And then in small towns it is. That is their HOA. Zoning laws.
Zoning laws?
Laws.
Laws?
Yeah, zoning laws. So basically, in this part of the city, like these certain blocks, you can't have a business. This is for residential. Or this is not for commercial, so you can't have like a storefront. This is for industrial only. That's why Linus Tech Tips started his channel in a house. And when the city found out, the city was like, no, you can't do this. We're going to sue you off the face of the planet if you don't get moved out. Because you can't have a business, I guess, in a residential like that.
Well, I thought a lot of people start their businesses, like, in their garage or whatever.
Well, yeah, but, like, he had, you know, like, several employees by the time they kicked him out. So, can you imagine?
He was a noticeable size.
Yeah, could you imagine having, like, 5 extra cars parked in your fucking on your street?
Yeah, just the bros hanging out every day.
Well, I wonder if his HOA didn't get on him, too. Because I remembered from last time, there was another HOA video I saw where this guy bought a Rivian, so the new electric pickups. And he didn't want to park it in his garage, or he couldn't park in his garage one day, so he left it out on the on his driveway. However, in a lot of HOAs apparently, excuse me, and the strict ones anyways, this is illegal.
What is?
Non-commercial trucks being parked on driveways or in the street.
Like semi-trucks or what kind of truck?
Like a pickup truck. like my truck or your dad's truck, you can't park those on your driveway or in the street.
Where?
In like at your house.
You can't?
In this HOA, in a lot of HOAs, they don't allow that. You have to park it in the garage at all times.
Oh, it can't be on your driveway?
No.
Well, there must not be any of those around Lincoln.
Well, so the thing is,
I see big trucks parked on the side of the street and driveways all the time.
well, yeah. So like your dad said, HOAs aren't that big here. They're not. They don't have a lot of power. But in other places like Texas, California, they have a lot of power. And so I think this was in California because the guy bought a Rivian. Where else are you going to buy a Rivian? It's going to be in California.
Yeah, so you don't need to care about this. This isn't. You don't live in California or Texas.
I just don't want to. But no. But like the point is though, like it's still stupid that law exists. That those rules in the HOA exist at all. Because apparently,
but just be glad you don't live there.
And I was like, why does this exist? Why is this a thing? So, rewind back to the 80s and before then. Apparently, having a pickup truck had a stigmatism to it. Some sort of, like, it was not good. It was, like, cheap or bad or I don't know. But apparently, it lowered property values. And it was not good. So,
A truck?
Yes.
I thought a truck just meant that you have shit to haul.
This is in modern times, but in back-assward 1960-70 Karen logic, this made perfect sense. So back then, they were like...
No. You missed one key part of that. It's not back then. It's Karen logic.
True. Karen's. As Barrett made a point, it's Karen. Doug, sorry, not... Doug Barrett. So yeah, it's just... So this guy is suing them because he's like, well, this shouldn't be a rule anymore. This is a stupid rule that shouldn't exist anymore because everybody freaking drives trucks now.
Yeah.
Especially like an electric truck, there's no stigma there.
I'm curious, what percentage of families don't own a truck?
In America, very little, because the most popular vehicle in America is the Ford F-150.
Exactly. If you have a family of 4, I don't care how many, chances are, you have shit to haul, What do you buy? A truck.
That's actually not why people buy trucks. Well, it is, but it isn't. So, for the longest time, people didn't buy trucks because they couldn't afford the mileage. But now, trucks have the same mileage that their cars did, 20 years ago. not compared to cars now.
New trucks do.
Yeah. New trucks now have the same mileage cars did 20 years ago.
40 years ago, not necessarily.
What?
If you have a truck from 40 years ago, not necessarily.
Right. That's why nobody bought them 30 years ago. But now, they do. They're getting 20 miles to the gallon, which is what cars got 20 years ago. Well, shitty cars. Actually, most cars have been getting like 25, 30 for a while. Foreign cars.
My car gets like 28 in town.
Foreign cars. And I'm talking highway.
It is a foreign car.
Oh, that's right. You drive a Honda.
That's probably why shit doesn't break.
That too. Well, anyways.
See, that's the thing about it, right? It's reliable, but if something does break and needs to be fixed, it's expensive.
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
What do you drive a Honda Accord? That's literally the most popular car in the world.
Is it? I don't know.
The Honda Accord. It's like the second most popular car in the world. My boss and the other full timer both drive Accords.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the Toyota Camry, is number one.
Number one? Mm-hmm. Never mind then. I was mistaken.
Yeah, so in America, it's not as common because, again, as we said, the F-150 is the most common. But I think what happened was Americans like to fuck, and also we have the space for trucks. Other countries, they don't have the space. We have the space.
So go on your tangent about why people have trucks.
That's what I was saying. So people, now that they can get the same mileage they were getting back 20 years ago, they're like, oh, well, now I can drive a big truck because this is America and there's space. A lot of times people didn't have, and also houses are a lot bigger than they used to be. So now you actually have space for a truck. And also, it's a status symbol, I think.
Is it?
A little bit. Get a big truck. And also, yeah, it's the same reason people drive minivans, yet they have one child. They just think that they need it. So like some suburban dad, he has to work on.
That's a thing. People drive minivans when they have one kid.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. My parent, or like they have 2 kids and they buy a freaking minivan. I don't get it. My parents owned a car, a regular 4-door car, and there were 2 of us. Your parents owned a regular car. Not anymore. Yeah. They have the Escape, but honestly, that back seat is not meant for human. Not the very back seat.
Oh, yeah, the very, very back seat, yeah.
That is not fit for human sitting. That's like my old Rangers back seats. Remember those?
It's fit for like a little kid.
Yeah. Okay, that's better than what my Rangers was. You remember my old Rangers back seats?
Yeah.
They were like 2 pieces of cushion, and there were 2 of them back there. So you were supposed to fit 2 people back there.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it like a little bench that folded down, right?
Yep. A little seatbelt. My dad had to sit back there one day.
Why?
Because we had Grandma.
Oh.
And we didn't want to... We could fit 3 people in the front, but we didn't want to make Grandma feel squished in there. So Grandma got to ride in the front, and Dad had to sit in the back. I think he just...
Oh, you drove them all?
Yeah. I don't remember what we were doing or why I had to drive everybody. But... yeah. So, I think it's also now suburban dads are just like, well, I have to work on this one random project that I will never have to do again. I need a truck. So I'm going to go buy a truck.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a monkey see, monkey do. So once one person buys a truck, everybody buys a truck. I was literally just thinking on the way to work today, on the way home from work today, like I'm driving my truck. I'm like, this is way too much just to get from home to work every day. This is way too much. But the thing is,
it's very convenient in the wintertime.
But well, it's not even but also it's like when I need to do a project, or I need to have or I want to pick up my friends, or I need to go, on a trip, and I need space. I have it.
Yeah.
But 95% of the time, I don't need it. And that's the issue.
And see, my dad tried to get me to, well, he tried to express that interest in me when I was looking for a car, to look into getting a truck.
He wanted you to get a truck?
Well, he showed me trucks that were, no. I guess he wanted me to get a Ford.
Right.
But trucks were among the things that he was showing me.
I mean, I'm going to buy a truck for my next vehicle. My dad was the same way. He sold me on a truck. But it's just like, here's the thing. My dad was like, you're going to miss it. And he's absolutely right. The first day I need to do a project, or it gets snowy or crappy outside, I'm going to miss it instantaneously.
But see, that's the thing, though. I don't really do a lot of big projects that require the use of a truck. Yeah.
The pains of being an artist. That's at least if that's what you want to call me.
That's what you want to call it, yeah.
It's art, okay. Anyways, we'll move on to the next segment. I do want
Yeah, because it is very nice, you know, to be able to haul stuff and not have to put it like in the passenger area.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, I don't even use my bag.
You know, there's no need for my brother to be like crammed in there. Not that he doesn't mind it, but he wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
To deal with that.
God. Only if my truck wasn't gonna fall apart and it also got better mileage. God.
See, that's the thing. You
our
know,
trips would be
it's like
so much better.
the day that trucks start averaging like 30, fully loaded, they start averaging 30. It's like, man, we could take a truck now and we'd be driving like we did 10 years ago. But the thing is, say 10 years from now, if that happens, it's like
we're gonna be driving electric.
Oh, like it's like 60.
We're not gonna be driving. We're gonna be driving electric 10 years from now.
Well, 10 years from now, I figured it out. I'd probably still be driving my car. I figure my car could probably last about 15 years.
I mean, whatever my next vehicle is, I will probably have it that long.
I think it can last 15 years, and so there's no need for me to buy a car.
Right.
Until it literally, because if it doesn't break down, why fix it? If it still runs decent, and shit isn't breaking on you, why trade it in?
And you don't have kids, and you need a room.
I mean, at least that's the mentality that my parents have. I mean, they drive their vehicles until it starts falling apart.
I am approaching that point. But again, it was close to falling apart when I bought it, so.
Yeah.
That mentality is it's great. That's the way to do it. Whatever my next vehicle is. 15 years
from now, the next new vehicle, electric, see, that's the thing, it'd be cool. While it would be cool to drive electric, it's not feasible right now, at least for going up to Mullen.
When your car dies in 10 to 15 years from now, I can almost... There is and you want to buy new, not used, new. New used, like kind of what you bought now.
What about now? It's like it had 2 previous owners, but it was only made 7 years ago.
Okay, well, that's older than I was. I forgot yours is still older.
My car's a 2015.
Right, yeah, yours is still older than I was thinking.
So I guess technically it's 8 years old now.
So in 15 years, you buy something that's say less than 5 years old.
Less than 5, okay.
There is a high probability it will be electric.
Yeah.
That's if you buy something that's within.
The thing is, though, I will only buy electric though if I could still drive to Mullen.
Here, I was getting to this. So the thing is, in 15 years, I don't think automakers are going to make gas cars. Cars. Okay. If you want to buy foreign again, I think you'll be able to get a gas car. But I don't think any American car makers, they don't even make cars, will have anything gas. Cars. All their trucks that might still have gas trucks. Might. But more than likely, it will be electric.
10 years?
In 10 to 15 years. Like GMC has already laid out a plan to where they have stopped production on gas vehicles within 5 years.
See, that's the thing. I feel like everything is 5 years away. They always say it's 5 years away, but it's always 5 more years after that. It's always another 5 years after.
No, so their thing was the engine they are on right now. I think it's
probably more like 20.
So they're not stopping production, but they're stopping development. They actually stopped today. They have officially stopped developing gas motors. They will not innovate gas motors anymore. So the motor you get in your vehicle, in a GMC vehicle today, will be the same motor they will have 10 years from now. If they're even still making them 10 years from now.
Well, they've had over 100 years to refine the process. I'm pretty sure it's reliable.
Well, no, the EPA.
Yeah.
The EPA has
the California has been passing some law like that, but it's like I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't think they realize how much of a time crunch they're really in.
Well, for California, it doesn't really freaking matter.
Well, they said in 5 years they want everything to be electric, or something like that.
It's 10 years.
I thought it was 5. I thought I heard 5.
It's 10 by 2030.
Well, that's okay. That's 7 years away. That's not 10.
But that's just banning the sales of the gas vehicles. It's not banning gas vehicles outright. You can still drive one. You can still go to Nevada and buy one. A lot of people go out of state to buy their vehicle anyway. So it's like...
Maybe.
But in 10, 15 years, I don't think...
Well, then I'm just saying they just got to ramp up installation spots for charging stations.
Well, that's the thing. They don't need to.
I mean, they don't need to.
They have them, and where we go, it's a problem. But
that's my point. That's my point.
No, but for 95,
the only reason I buy one is if it wasn't a problem.
Look, to 95, 99% of drivers, there are enough charging stations for, I guess, current demand.
But think about how many people go on road trips.
Huh?
Think about lots of people go on road trips.
Right, but they all go on the interstate. And the interstate, there's chargers everywhere outside of Nebraska. Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Kansas has a bit
but
more
I don't know. Once you start getting into like the Nevada area, like highways, like that was a highway that we were on in Nevada. That was 170 miles of no gas.
Right, but that's not the interstate. But the thing is, they need to cover... So when they built these charging networks, right, they wanted to cover as many drivers as possible. Not, the niche drivers that it might get a car every once in a while. Currently. Now, granted, 10 years from now, they're going to have to install chargers. Literally, they're going to have to be as common as gas stations. But also, at the same time, the nice part about an electric vehicle is you can charge at home. And I think that's what they're banking on, is people are going to charge at home. Because again, most of the transit in America is home to work, home to work, home to work. So as long as you can charge at home, and some places offer EV charging at work, you will never, there isn't really a big need to go to a gas station anymore. You can't have a gas station in your house.
Except for the storage. Well, so my boss drives a Nissan. All electric, and from what I've heard, his range is about half of my range.
Well, it's also a Nissan Leaf. They don't have range. They're a joke of a car. But go on.
But that's my point, though. So I mean, I don't know how much the range will improve in 10 years.
Well, my point is, you're talking about a Nissan Leaf. You're talking about literally the worst electric car on the market.
Why is it the worst?
It has no range.
Oh.
They've been making it for years. The thing started off with 50 miles of range. And their extended package is not even 200 miles. Not even 200 miles. But the thing is, the Nissan Leaf isn't meant for America. It's not meant for here. It's meant for places, and it's also not meant for road trips. It's meant to get you from work to home, work to home, work to home. And that's all you need. 50 miles is more than enough to get you from home to work, as long as you can charge it at home. And it can get up to a reasonable charge. That's the thing. They haven't needed to, because again, they have to cover majority of people. And the majority of people do not need it to go 1,000 miles. But now, as they're trying to expand the market cap on these electric cars, yes, they're going to have to expand to people like us that need more range.
Well, what is the furthest range today?
An electric car? There's some Chinese one that claims like 400 miles, but I don't think that's EPA tested.
Well, see, that's the thing. My car does 400 though.
But again, it's also some. I think
so. My car already does more than any electric car does. They've got quite the range to go to expand.
But again, your car is also from 2015. Most cars probably still have.
And if you
your car also not like.
So a 2023 Tesla.
So. Here we go. I forgot about this. The Lucid Air. This is the one I was thinking of. It has a claimed range of... It does have this range, actually. I know that. 516 miles.
That's respectable.
Respectable?
I would prefer longer.
That is actually EPA estimated. Well, no. Phil, you're asking for cars within the last 20 years, you weren't expected to go more than 400 miles. That was insane. They also don't put very large fuel tanks in them. Your car is an exception to the rule with having a 17-gallon tank. That's insane for a car.
I didn't even know.
Huh?
Yeah. It is a bit large, yeah.
Like my mom's Fusion, it had a 12-gallon tank.
Yeah, well, my Focus was 12 gallons.
Yeah, that's normal. 17 is huge. It's nice.
Actually, it's kind of crazy. The most I've ever filled up, put in it, because I ran it, what was this, like couple months ago? I ran it a bit low. I put in 14 gallons.
However, the thing about the Lucid Air is it's $139,000, and that's with an asterisk. This is like a brand new car. It's the thing is, a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the Tesla killer." Not really, because they're charging, because like a Tesla Model S is $91,000, and it's just under 100 miles less range. So to go an extra 100 miles, you're paying an extra $50,000.
I do have a question. Why does Tesla want to be different from everyone else in terms of their charging plug?
Because they were first.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, they're used to, because I have, at one point, there were all these car manufacturers a long time ago, when they realized they could not have everyone make their own, style plug. They needed to be universal. And they all agreed upon a standard size. But for whatever reason, Tesla had no interest in going to the meeting.
Why did Apple decide why does Apple continue to have their own charging port when the rest of the world has their own?
Yeah. Yeah, why? Well, that's my question. Why?
Well, Apple is just stubborn. Tesla actually, well, their charging standard's actually better than the whatever the heck they made up for the universal port. And Tesla.
Well, so why not make everything universal? Like, why not have the researchers contact one another and make a standard?
But Tesla didn't want to. They were the first. They were gonna be the thing. And then also, I think the mentality with Tesla was, Tesla was not Tesla is not meant to be the electric car company. It is the electric car company, but Elon has no interest in it being the only and the best electric car company. He has no interest in that. His interest is to start competition and to get the market switched over to electric. He has no interest outside of that and saving the planet. He has no interest in Tesla being, the be-all, end-all electric vehicle, which is why the Lucid Air, everyone thought it's going to be the Tesla killer. It's not. They're two different things. Tesla wants to be one thing. Lucid Air wants to be another thing. And also, Lucid Air is $100,000 more. And also, here's the thing about Tesla. I don't know about their supercharging network. I think they're still working on it. I think they started rolling out betas. But you can actually use Tesla's charging network with any regular electric car. You just grab an adapter.
Yes, you can.
Huh?
They have an adapter.
Yep.
Yes, I know they have an adapter, but why does there need to be a freaking adapter?
Well, it's too late now.
No, I know it's too late.
And also, again, this is not what Tesla wanted to be. But, also, now that it is the way it is, it's going to cost way more and going to be way worse for the environment to switch it over.
Well, yeah, it's too late in the game. Well, I mean, they could, but
How many tons of
will come much later.
Well, here's how much e-waste it's going to generate. All those plugs they have to replace.
Yeah.
Now the big thing. Well, they're not going to change, and I just don't know why they had to build such a stupid pickup truck. Like, bro, come on, build a regular goddamn pickup truck. Whatever. Wonder if they just built it like a regular truck, if it actually been cheaper than what they're trying to build. But who knows? Those are questions we do not know the answer to. And holy cow, we never did get on to what I wanted to talk about next.
What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to talk about AI, but I also had something else to mention. So you didn't see. So that new segment, third segment, you haven't seen my story. The ping pong ball cannon is now sub-Mach capable, reasonably consistently.
Sub-Mach.
Sub-Mach.
Technically, me throwing a paper ball, it's sub-Mach.
Okay, it's now 300 miles per hour.
Do they have a thing for when they call? I guess you call it super subsonic. Super subsonic. Hypo subsonic.
For what? For like super slow or super fast, but still under Mach?
like me throwing a baseball. Hypo subsonic.
I don't know. But anyways, we are now at like 300 miles per hour.
You measured it?
No, but it blew a hole through the cardboard box in a way that it has never done before. And I finally got the damn tape I needed, and it worked. Now we gotta make it go Mach.
The 4-inch, 2-inch tape or whatever.
Yeah. It's still not great. It still doesn't hold a great seal. I had to, again, because of the way they wanted me to build it, it still doesn't hold a great seal at the one end, but luckily that's the end that needs to rupture, so I can just layer on more tape and it doesn't really have any issues. It won't affect performance. But
so what's the next innovation to make it go faster?
What?
More pressure?
Yep, pressure in the choke.
Mm-hmm.
But I am very busy. I'm going to be very busy.
I see.
Well, because Saturday I have to work. I don't have to mow, so I guess I could do it this weekend.
Is it reliable?
Huh?
Is the question. Is it reliable?
Well, I'd have to do more tests, but I don't want to do tests today. I won't have time to... I have a half day tomorrow, but I have to mow, which is very annoying. I don't know why I did it for tomorrow, so now my half day is ruined. I have to edit the podcast. That'll probably...
You should mow on your half day.
I did. I'm doing that.
Oh, no, okay. Because then you can have your Saturdays open.
This Saturday is going to be open.
Yeah.
I actually don't have to do anything this Saturday except work in the morning. So I don't know, but I have I have other projects I need to do. So there's too many things going on. For instance, so I gotta mow, gotta edit this podcast, and then I've got to paint. So I have a bunch of extra glaze from painting the bowl. It's a lot of the galaxy glaze and all the white glaze left. What the hell am I going to use this for? I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this. So I went to, does that paint yourself silly, to bring in my bowl to be fired. Oh, that's what I was supposed to show the guys at work today, was the bowl. Anyways, so I brought it in to be glazed, and I'm like, I've got a bunch left. I need to use this up. So I'm looking around. They didn't have shit. It was a Monday morning, so like, they didn't have anything like useful. I'm like, God damn it! And I saw this thing, make your own reef, and I'm like, so it's like a big circle with a hole in the center. And I'm looking at this. I'm like, that could be kind of cool. Like maybe like it'd be like a black hole almost, type thing. So like my plan is. Yeah. So I was talking to the lady, and I'm like, how does this galaxy paint work? Do I need to put a paint underneath it? She's like, no, you just do 3 layers of that, like you would to get the nice dark color that you want. And I'm like, you think? It's basically full. And I'm like, do you think I can get 3 layers at least on one side? She's like, probably. And I'm like, all right, we'll give her a try. So we're gonna do 3 layers on the front, and then we're just gonna use it up. Use up the galaxy glaze, and then whatever is left of the white, I'm gonna do like I don't know, some sort of like lines going across it. Like I don't know, like kind of like the spiraling in kind of. If that makes sense.
Okay.
To the center, and that'll be it. I don't know. It's just I just built. I don't know. I had to use it. I want to use up this glaze like I bought it. I still probably won't use up all the white. I'll use up a good portion of it. But that's okay. I didn't buy that much, so then I'll take that to get them fired, but it probably will get fired the same day I go to pick up the bowl. The bowl's going to be done next Monday. So I'll go pick it up and I'll drop off that. I'm excited to see what the bowl looks like. I'm very excited. I'm nervous because it's like, I just hope it looks like the way I want it to look.
Yeah.
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
When did you say you're firing it?
Huh?
When are you firing it?
It's there right now, so they're firing it for me.
Oh, when is it done?
Monday.
Oh, Monday, you said. Okay.
1 week. So.
Oh, they just have to find time to fit it in the rotation or whatever.
I think so, yeah. That's usually how it works there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm expecting. I gotta get. So that'll be. So I gotta paint that at some point. That'll probably be Friday's project. Friday night, Saturday, and then. You available to do a satanic ritual at some point?
For what?
I'd do a satanic ritual.
Why?
For a video.
Why?
Salting the earth.
Oh.
We gotta do a skit.
I thought you already did it.
Well, I'm doing the experiment, but I want to do a skit now.
I have to be in it?
I just need somebody to film.
You don't have a tripod?
I like shaky cam.
Hmm?
I like shaky cam. I also would like somebody to be in it. Rather than it just be me trying to do 2 characters.
Oh, but I love those. Those are good.
Well, you're in luck.
I actually kind of like it when you try to be two characters.
Well, you're in luck. They're not very good. They're funny characters, but they're not very good. The footage, because I was tired. I could only do it at night, and so I've got a skit for.
Wait, it has to be filmed at night?
Well, I used my patio door as to hang up a green screen.
Oh, because I was like, I'm not available at night.
No, this will be during the satanic ritual will be during the day.
Oh. Saturday?
No, I mean we can do it this Saturday. I'd have to get a cloak.
Oh, okay. So not this weekend.
I mean, it depends how long it takes to get a cloak. Do you want to be the satanic ritual guy, or do you want to be the guy that needs to do a satanic ritual?
I am the guy who sounds like he's being forced to do something he doesn't want to do.
No, that's not a character.
That's the character that I'm portraying.
How do you spell cloak?
C-L-O-A-K?
That's how you spell cloak. C-L-O-A-K. Perfect. Cloak. Ah, yes. Yes. Excellent. I don't want...
Were you spelling clock, or what were you spelling?
I did spell clock at one point.
I could imagine. I could see you trying to spell it like that. Cloak. It says clock, my dude.
What is all these feminine cloaks? I want a freaking satanic cloak. Is that too much to ask? Apparently. I just have to get like one of these elf ones.
Is it actually called a cloak?
Hooded. I guess you could look up cape.
Cape?
Yeah.
Satanic.
I'm not looking up satanic, but that's something you could do.
Satan's cape. A devil cape. A warlock cape.
However, they're all like a velvet. I just need some cheap cloth. I don't need it to be like some like.
Then go to Walmart. Then get some cheap cloth.
I don't want to build it. I'd be a pain in the butt. How much is too much to spend on a cloak? Can I get multiple colors?
$50.
Or black. Okay, black and green. What the
$50.
hell is this? Black and green. I don't like this. This isn't... I think this is cloaky enough.
Loki enough?
Satanic-y enough.
What is that, an adjective?
Yes.
An adjective now?
I'm using it as one. Don't get me wrong. Some of these Amazon models are pretty attractive in this cloak. But that's...
Oh.
Why is there a bathrobe? Why is that an $83 bathrobe? Jesus Christ.
You got to dry up in style.
Apparently, this woman is wearing a freaking... That's almost that robe costs almost as much as my entire outfit on the daily.
Well, does it have some fancy brand name?
Nope.
Is it a Gucci bathrobe?
Nope, I don't even know what this is. Kojic.
Kirkland.
It's not Kirkland. You wish. Ah, here we go. Here we go. This looks like a satanic cloak. Can I get multiple colors? Can I get, like, red? That's not a very good red. I want, like... chest, length, shoulder. Do I need to get, like, an extra large? Am I extra large satanic ritual guy? Length. 58
Husky.
inches. How long is 50?
I think you need the husky size.
Unit converter. And just a... God damn it. I need a calculator. Google! We have a calculator.
Google.
Oh, that was the wrong button! Doc, that was the wrong button! Doc, that was the wrong...
What'd it do?
I turned the computer off. There
What
we
did it
go.
do?
It just put the computer to sleep. Luckily, we're still recording.
Wait, what?
I hit the wrong button. I hit the sleep button instead of the calculator button. They're right next to each other, and I hate it. I've done it more than once.
Well, you have a calculator button on your keyboard?
Yeah.
Oh, I want one. The laptops at work have a calculator button on them.
My laptop
So
had one.
nice.
It was hidden
What?
behind a function bar, but you could use it. The ones at work don't.
What?
You would think. I work
My
at a
computer
bank. You
doesn't.
would think that'd be a thing you would want.
Yeah, I wish my computer had one.
Okay, we need to...
I bet I can.
What's the
I
length
bet
of
you can
this?
program it, right? I bet I can set like one of the function keys to be a calculator, right?
Sure. I don't know. Hold on. I gotta do math. 58.7. 58...
0.7.
0.7 divided by 12. 4.5.
82.
4.8 feet. Oh, that's like short.
Well, yeah, you don't want it to go down past your feet. You want it to go to like your knees, the back of your knees, right?
I don't know. I don't know what's acceptable cloak length.
I don't think you want it dragging behind your feet.
I will say though, the sleeves are kind of short. Oh, you know what? I might have to go to an extra large, maybe even a 3X.
3X.
Well, no. I'm a big dude. Like, you know, it says the shoulder width is 25 inches.
What's your shoulder width?
On the more than 25 inches.
I don't know. I'm asking.
Let's find out. I gotta find my yardstick. My Menards branded yardstick here. All right.
Now sit in front of the camera so I can see.
I am in front of the camera. Never mind. I'm like 20 inches. Never mind.
So you're good.
All right. How about it has arm, shoulder? What is shoulder? There's shoulder and sleeve length is 25 inches. God damn, that's a long sleeve.
Where's
Okay,
25
but
inches
from the
on you?
shoulder, down though, that's 3 feet. So I guess 2X will be 1X will be just fine.
Hey, you should buy a 3X. You'd probably be swimming in it.
That's what you want. Oh man, people buy this with a scythe. Interesting. I just need black candles. Maybe I'll buy some black candles too while I'm at it. Add to cart. $21. That ain't bad. And then we need black candles.
Black candles? Wow, you're going all out.
Absolutely.
Are you going to buy like smoke too?
No,
Like
no.
a little fog machine?
No. That's too much. Too much. Why the hell are these candles so dynamic? There we go. That's what we want.
Can't you just make some just with some food coloring and your cheese?
No, that's not how wax works. Actually, maybe we want to go like tea light black candles. Because we're going to be outside. I don't think we want to go with the...
Well, if we're going to be outside, you might want to get the party style that doesn't blow out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Jesus Christ, 24 of them? Oh my god, we don't need that many.
Oh, yes, we do.
This thing's flipping me off. You can get a candle that looks like a finger flipping you off.
I can't see.
I would show you my Amazon, but then they would see my Amazon. And it has my name in places. Well, anyways, we'll end it here. That way I can show you the Amazon. I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share.
We never talked about AI.
Next week. AI is always relevant. Also, we have to start. We'll have to talk about Starship next week too.
Oh yeah, did that finally launch?
No. That's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday it got moved to.
It's game launched Thursday morning, so make sure you ask your boss if you can watch it.
What time?
The window opens at like 8.
No, I'll probably drive into class at that.
Oh, that's right. You have class in the mornings.
Yeah, I'll be in school.
Losers.
I'll be learning.
Maybe ask your teacher if you can watch the Starship launch, because I guarantee it's going to...
Yeah, it's like, this is electronics related, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. What happens when it blows up on the launch pad? It's because of an electronic failure.
Yeah, it was an electronic failure.
It's a learning moment, Professor. Anyways, I'd like to go off watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcast every Friday, 12 p.m. Central Time, and good night.